welcome to Unique Siksha. We hope your preparation for UPSC Civil Services exam is going in the right direction. But have you chosen your optional subject? Or let me put it this way, have you chosen your right optional subject? If you are still confused about your optional subject, then this video is for you. In this video, we will understand why optional subject is important and how you should choose the optional subject. But first of all, let's see what are the options available for you to choose your optional subject. So these are the subjects which are mentioned in the notification of UPSC Civil Services exam. You can choose any optional subject from this list based on your convenience. It does not demand your graduation in these subjects. I repeat it again, you just have to choose one optional subject for which you have to write two papers in the mains exam. Now the question is why it is so important to choose the right optional subject at right time. The UPSC Civil Services Mains exam is of 1750 marks. And out of these 1750 marks, 500 marks are allocated to the optional subject. Which means almost 30% of the marks are for your optional subject. And because of the sheer amount of marks allocated to it, the optional subject becomes really important. Its significance can also be understood from the fact that optional subject plays a very important role in determining your rank. If you see all the previous year's toppers of UPSC CSE, they all have very good marks in optional subject, hence their good rank. And since it is very difficult to predict GS papers, it's very difficult to score good marks there. But in the case of optional subject, with your command, you can score really good marks and also manage to get good rank. But now the issue is, how should you choose your optional subject? What are the factors which should be kept in mind before starting the preparation of optional subject? So here we will see how you can shortlist the subject from the options given by the UPSC. The most important criteria to select any subject is that whether that subject interests you or not. Can you invest your time in that subject or not? Can you study it over and over again? Because UPSC is a very unpredictable exam. You might have to write it twice or thrice for that matter. So you should choose only that optional subject which can keep you engaged for long. But this is not the only criteria. You should also see whether you have grip or command over that subject or not. But how will this command come? This will come if you have any background to it. For example, if you have done graduation in it or if it interests you again. You can also shortlist those subjects based on the length of their syllabus. If any subject has shorter syllabus and if you think that you can cover that in the span of 3-4 months, then you can go with that subject also. Along with this, you should also check whether the subject is scoring or not. Because practically speaking, the whole purpose is to score good marks in your mains. And if the subject you have chosen does not score you good marks, then there is no point putting hard work there. So it's better to check it first whether the subject is scoring or not. Most importantly, you should also look for those subjects which have enough study material available. For example, if any subject interests you but it does not have enough study material available, then how will you prepare? So go by those subjects which has enough study material. And at last, do also check whether you can prepare the subject on your own or if you need any guidance, then is it available or not. For example, if an engineering student happened to choose anthropology and does not find any guidance, then chances are that he or she might get derailed or confused eventually. So it is also one of the most important factor. So based on these criteria, you can shortlist the subjects. But the real struggle comes after shortlisting the subjects. For example, you have shortlisted 3 subjects and you are still very confused. Then what you should do is that first of all go through the syllabus and the previous year's questions. When you look at the previous year's questions, you may find them difficult to answer. But by going through the syllabus, you will at least have the idea that the topics mentioned in the syllabus are interesting. And if you study them sincerely, you will able to write these answers. So based on this criteria, you can check your inclination towards one particular subject and make a choice of your optional subject. But if you still want to simplify this process, then you can choose that subject as your optional in which you have done your graduation. See, it has its own benefits because you don't have to make a fresh start to this subject as you have studied it in your graduation. Just by checking the orientation of the question paper in the UPSC mains exam, you can mold your preparation. So this can actually reduce your load. You can also choose that subject which can help you in your general studies paper. For example, you can go with history, geography, political science, or economics. When you take these subjects along with your optional paper, one GS paper also gets prepared simultaneously. So this criteria can help you both ways. At the end, I would like to advise you that don't follow anyone blindly. Sometimes students think that since more people are getting selected in a particular subject, then they should also choose that subject as their optional. But mind you, more people are getting selected there because more people are choosing that subject. And again, if large number of students are taking that subject, then this means that you have to write exceptionally well to get good marks in that subject. So rather than reducing your headache, it can increase your pain. So do not follow anyone blindly. Optional subject plays a very important role in your selection. Therefore, you should not be in any hurry to choose it. इसका मतलब ये भी नहीं है कि आप अपना समय खराब करते रहें, but analyze all the aspects patiently and then take the decision. So this was about how you should make your choice about the optional subject. If you still want to know more about it, you can write in the comment section. You can also watch our 2 minutes concept series videos for quick revision process. And if you want to have question based learning, then you can also watch Cold Learning series videos and IS Main GS Learning series videos. You can also join our live foundation courses where we provide live classes with top teachers, live in class support, anytime learning, study material, 100 plus tests, detailed study plan, and 750 plus hours courses. You can always explore more with 7 days free trial classes. In case you liked this video, please hit the like button and share it to the other students. And also subscribe to our channel to get updated about such informative videos. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. In case you have any query, you can write us on info@uniqueshiksha.in and call us on this number. Thank you so much.